Okay, just a minute. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome. It's a great honor to see you. And this is the first our online meetup session that we are going to do with lovely Lucrecia Krause, who is coming, virtually coming from USA, Orlando, Florida. And today's topic is Mastering Exam DP-600, Microsoft Fabric Analytics Solutions. And if you are planning or preparing for exam DP-600, which is about Microsoft Fabric, you are in correct place, you are in correct online webinar. And I hope and strongly believe that in this session, you will be able to get all the necessary information related to this exam, DP-600, so-called Implementing Analytics Solutions using Microsoft Fabric. And our session schedule is 5 minutes for introduction, and then Lucrecia will present her presentation. I hope it will take 30 or 40 minutes, and for the rest of the time, we'll have Q&A session. And as for today's speaker is Lucrecia Krause. Lucrecia is also organizer of Orlando Power BI User Meetup Group, and she will be our today's speaker. And I hope she will give the necessary information about herself in next minutes. And a little bit about our meetup rules. As soon as our meetup ends, I will be sending a follow-up email where you will find the necessary link recorded version of our session. And we have Q&A session. You can type your questions in the chat. And also just kindly let you know that our meetup session is recording and is subject to sharing with others. And a little bit information about the fact that why you should join to this session or to the sessions of Orlando Power BI User Meetup Group and also Green Data Innovators Meetup Group. First of all, this Meetup Group gives 2 free of charge access to the Enterprise DNA platform. This is a New Zealand platform, learning platform, which is about Power Platform products, including Power Apps, Automate, and Power BI. So in next meetup, I will choose randomly 2 people, and I will give them free of charge access for this platform. And also, you have an opportunity to gain skills from experts from different parts of the globe. And also these meetup groups give at least 20, 25, exactly 20% of discount for Financial Modeling Institute exams. If anybody interested in taking this exam, you can write me and I will provide you with this kind of discount codes. And for Azeri members of this meetup group, I have translated 2 books. And for the first 50 people who are going to be registered on my platform, actually it's coming in next weeks, they will have an opportunity to get these books free of charge also. And a little bit about events. It's recording and we have Q&A session. Just some information about our expected speakers. Lucrecia is our first speaker, and in April, we have one more speaker who is coming from England, Anna Gradman, who is data analyst. And this meetup also is going to happen on April 26th. And of course, at the end of the meetup, once again, I will be sharing all these materials with you, and you will have an opportunity to get more information about the other speakers. This is my contact. This is my email address, and you can contact me if you are interested in some facts like getting discount code or free of charge for Enterprise DNA. Actually, I will do it randomly also in our next meetup session. Now, I would like to deliver stage to lovely Lucrecia Krause. Lucrecia, stage is yours. You can share your screen and go on. Good luck.
Okay, thank you very much, Edgar. So let me know if you are able to see my screen, and hello, everyone. Are you able to see
Not
my
yet.
screen?
Not yet. Just show you how. Yes, yeah, that's perfect. Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Great.
So hello everyone. It's an honor to be presenting the DP-600 material to you. I had the privilege of attending the Fabric Summit last week. I was able to learn a lot of the materials, and that's what I'm going to be sharing with all of you. So let me see right here. So my name is Lucrecia Krause, and I work for Hewlett Packard. I'm an enterprise solution architect. I'm a mentor speaker. I'm a woman in tech advocate, and I'm really, really interested in spreading the word about the Fabric and Power BI skills and all the materials that Microsoft has available for us to learn and to also get certified. The session that we are going to be covering today is the DP-600, is the Microsoft Fabric Analytics Solution exam. This presentation is intended to be a walkthrough of the Microsoft resources that are available for the community to learn and to pretty much get certified to be a Fabric Analytics Solution professional, and all the resources are free. When the exam has a cost, but what I'm going to be sharing with the group later on is that if you follow a specific track, you are going to be able to get 100% exam discount. So you can take the exam for free if you take all the information that I'm going to be sharing with you. You are able to take the exam for free. So this particular, this is the agenda and the content that I'm going to be walking you through. First is to familiarize yourself with the Microsoft Learn. Microsoft Learn, that is learn at Microsoft.com. That's the official site where Microsoft has all the training available for free, self-paced. They have for all the different certifications that they have, and they have one for the PL600. PL600 is one of the newer exams, and they have all the information available. They also have a certification path, a syllabus, learning paths. There's also live seminars that you can attend. They are between 2-4 hours. Some are 6 hours, depending where you are in the world. Is different time zones. Is also the exam outline. That is what is that you are expected to learn. That's what the exam is going to be testing you. There is a sandbox that you can practice the actual exam. And then is certain steps that you need to take to register to take the exam, because that's not managed by Microsoft, but is a third party. Is huge amounts of data that are being generated daily across the world. Businesses, small, large, of all sizes, are generating these massive data volumes, and the data analyst and the skills that Fabric solutions and analytics is in high demand. As a result, the Fabric Technologies Analytics has become one of the highest in demand jobs around the world, and the source of this information is Indeed. So this exam and getting this type of skills is perfectly aligned with the demands around the world at this moment. Microsoft is leader in the business analytics and business intelligence. Is a really nice article. I'm leaving you here the link where is explaining that Microsoft is in the magic quadrant of all the analytics. So I recommend, if you want to read this blog. It's really interesting. how it really makes sense for us to jump into learning this type of skills. And here is the link, so you can visit that article by Kim Manis, that is the vice president for the business analytics in Microsoft. Also, here is a good place to start. This is what Microsoft calls the certification posters. This particular exam is here, where is the Power Platforms. So if you are interested in other exams, you can go here. So if you go to this particular link, in everything that I am showing you, you are going to be able to visit the slides and then get into the links and replicate everything that I'm showing you right here. So if you double click in the link, it's going to take you into this particular page, and then each of the certifications, it has a link, and it's going to take you to that particular area. So this exam is part of the Power Platform. If you click there, it's going to take you to this detail where is the PL-600 page. But that's how you can navigate. If you notice, is other related. So all these exams, you need to be really aware where you are at, because we are going to have people that are entering in the beginning, and then intermediate and more advanced. So the beauty of the Microsoft Learn is that you can start navigating into this, if it's prerequisites or if it's something else that you want to learn, you can search this difference. So maybe you are not ready yet to go into the PL-600, but you can go to the PL-300, that is more the entry level and the analytics, to get more information. Also for the mentees, we have a mentorship program as part of the Orlando Power BI user group, and what we tell them is you don't need to start in the advance. If you feel that you still need gaps, you can go and start in the entry level. Please reach out to me, and I can share with you. We have learning paths for the starting at the business intelligence analytics. If you feel that you are not ready to go into the PL-600, there's also other resources like in Khan Academy, where you can go and visit. Maybe you need some statistics. So it's different resources that you can address. So don't feel intimidated. And if you feel that you need help, please reach out, and we are happy to help you or guide you where else you can get that information. The Microsoft Learn is designed to take you hand by hand from the very beginning all the way to get the expertise needed to get certified. So that's the exam poster. The other thing that you will need to get familiar is with the Learn at Microsoft. You will need to create a user. That's the first thing, and this is really useful. The first time, if you have not created your user, you will go here. As you will see through the session, is learning paths, and as you create your user, you can start creating your different learning paths. If you see in this page is a lot of areas, and depending on how you are configuring, like the student, and you are telling the web page about your user, what are your interests, it is giving you different alternatives. depending on where you want to go. The learning paths that I was telling you about, this is aligned with the syllabus. But if you see, once that you enter into this particular page, at this moment is 4,814 results, and is hard to navigate. So it will be really important for you to get familiar with the syllabus, with the exam. If that's what you want to do, it is really important that you get familiar with these other resources that I'm going to be sharing, because that way you can start adding it to your profile. One way to do it is if you put here the name of your exam, you can start seeing what are the, like this one, it says that is for 4 days. This one is likely that is because it is two one is the self-paced training that is all here, but is also other trainings that you can take that is paid training. This one is likely that is the paid version. Oh, this one is self-direct, so maybe this one is new. Yes, this one is self-paced, so self-direct. Everything that is self-direct is free. So the way that you do it is that let's say that you find this one and is part of your learning, you start just saving it. So next time that you come back, you will have it under your profile, and that way you can start tracking where you are at, or where you left the last time that you were in that particular module. And then you can also start customizing your learning, and this ties back to what I was mentioning before. If you feel that you have a gap and you need to revisit certain items that you need to understand what you are learning, that's how where you are going to customize it. The next link that I have here, this one is is another poster that you can go and take a look. So here is the link. Give me 1 second to open it. But this particular link, what it's doing is taking you to the different layers, or the different certifications and credentials that you can get, and everything is aligned. So this one, I find it very interesting, because it's taking you hand by hand. What is the fundamentals? What is the specific by role? Because you know that in this profession, and as it is getting more mature, it is more roles. It's not one size fit all type of thing. And then it also has it by the learning towers. So it's infrastructure, data and AI, digital apps and innovation, modern work, business application security. So and then you can click on each of them, and it's going to take you to the different learnings. So you don't need to certify on everything, but you can pick and choose what is that you need for your particular role. This is what I read. This is self-paced training. And 1 second here. So it's the two versions. Is the self-paced training, and the other one is the in-person training. Anything that is self-paced training is free, and in-person training is between $2,000-$3,000, depending who is presenting the training. It is different prices, but the same material is available for you in the self-paced training. The syllabus, this is what I was mentioning before. It's not opening the link, but let me go into the Microsoft, and I can show you where it is. So in the exam page, you are going to be able to have what is that you need to learn. So this is what the outline, what they call that the outline. So this is what you need to make sure that you understand. So it's going to be you need to know how to design, create, and deploy enterprise scale data analytics solutions that will include data lakes, data lake houses, data warehouses, notebooks, data flows, data pipelines, semantic models, reports, and then we will need to know the different roles within this particular knowledge base. And in addition, you will need to do the data modeling, data transformation, the GitHubs, exploratory analytics, and SQL, data analysis expression, DAX. The passing score is 700 out of 1,100, I believe it is. And then here is the study guide. The study guide, if you click in this particular one, so what I really recommend is that you bookmark this particular page. From here, you can go to the study guide, and then in the study guide, it's going to tell you in more detail what I just talked to you about, and here are all the details of what is that you need to learn, what is the composition in the exam, the percentage for each knowledge area, and here is all the detail. When I have taken exams in the past, what I do is I print out the outline, and then I start making notes, making sure that I know every single line of everything that they are telling you here, because this is what you need to defend, everything that is in this page. So you need to make sure that you really know all the concepts, but also make sure that you can practice and you know top and down and everything in between of everything that is right here. And make sure that you can defend everything, take your notes, and make sure that you're practicing all of this. Also, if you want to find more documentation around these topics, here is information about Fabric, about the lake house, warehousing, and warehousing analytics. And also here is the communities. If you want to learn more, is blogs, is a lot of people that are talking about the exams, so take advantage of all of that. So once that you are ready and you have all these, you get familiar with the syllabus and what is that you need to learn, make sure that you go into the labs. There's a lot of labs inside the modules, so make sure that you are also doing your labs. If you want to start practicing, is also another good resource is the Kaggle and Data Goblins. This is organizations that gather data sets that you can go out there and start looking, depending on your industry, what is that you want to implement. And with the learnings from Microsoft Learn, then you can start implementing and practicing. You need to practice. So these are great resources for you to practice. Another good resource is the virtual training days. This is a Microsoft events. If you notice, this is outside of the Microsoft Learn, but it's a Microsoft event, and they have these events around the world in different time zones. So depending on the topic that you are in, whichever module that you are learning, you can go into the virtual training days page, and then you can look and go there and take this extra. This is with a live instructor. Is 2 to 6 hours. Usually it's 3 to 4, and take advantage of these learning virtual training days that Microsoft has for all of us. Another good resource is a sandbox where you can practice the exam. Let me go back and I can show you. If you go all the way down in the page that I told you to practice, is a link that is about practice in the study resources. So give me 1 second here. This other one. Let me see if I look here in the 1 second just to look for that page. Give me 1 second here. It's a section where you can go and take. It's right here. You can take a free practice assessment. If you see, it's many pages and it's really easy to get lost. Where is that the information is? So bookmark and get familiar, but the important thing is that you need to be aware that it exists. So right here, you can go and you can take a practice exam. Usually the practice exams is 50 questions. It's loading. So in this practice assessment is a simulation of the actual exam and is 50 questions. Some of the tests, if you retake the test, they reshuffle questions and they give you different questions, but it's giving you a really accurate representation of what the test is, and you can take the 50 questions. I believe that you have 2 hours to complete the 50 questions, but know that this resource is available. And then also in the readiness zone is several exams that is several videos that are telling you what to do. Remember that the exam is administered by a third party, so you have the option of going in person, or you can do it from home. So they are walking you through what is that you need to expect. They are not covering anything about the test. The content is in all these pages that I already walked you through, but this one is what to wear, what you expect. The ID needs to match your name. If you are taking it in a proctor style that is from home, you need to clear your desk. They are going to 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 inspect that nothing is around you. that you don't have material. So these particular videos are going to tell you just what to expect for the exam. For the exam registration in this link, you are going to find what is that you need to do. You will need to create a different user. It's different from the Microsoft Learn. The reason is because the exam is administered by a third party. So this one is going to be your certification pro. And then, as Eva was mentioning, different organizations, they have discount vouchers. This exam is $165, is 100 minutes, is between 40 and 60 questions. The sandbox is 50 questions for you to practice. Sometimes when you take the learning days, they give you discounts of 20, 30, I have seen 60%. Right now, if you are completing the learning challenge, it can be, depending on your geography, between 50 and 100%. What I can tell you is if you finish all the modules that are in the exam outline before April 19, Pacific time, USA, on April 18th, just to make sure if you do it by April 18th, you get a free exam voucher, and it's going to be valid for 6 months for you to take the test. So jump in, start learning, and if you finish all the modules by April 19th, you can certify for free. So you can learn everything free, and you can take the exam for free. What we would like to know as the Orlando Power BI group is if you finish your modules, please let us know. If you need help, if you have questions, we are available to help. And we just want to make sure that you take full advantage of these learnings. Here is my LinkedIn. I volunteer in several fabric communities. I am a co-leader of the Orlando Power BI user group. I'm also in the leadership for the Power BI Woman and the Central Florida Data and AI user group. I love to teach and learn and help others. So if you have questions, please let me know. And I'm really happy that I was able to present what is that is available to prepare to take the exam for free. So thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you, Lucrecia. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Actually, before the meetup, I'm gathering questions from the registered attendees. So there are some questions, and I will ask this question to you. Um, Most probably, actually, maybe you have already discussed the points, the questions that people asked also. But first of all, I would like to begin with the cost of the exam. As far as I know, the cost of exam is changing based on the country, right? So, what would you tell about it? So, about the cost of the exam.
Okay, so what I recommend is if you go to the exam page, depending on where you are going to get the information for your country. So I'm in the United States and I'm seeing 168, 165. I'm not sure what is in other countries. So what I recommend is if you can go to this page. Let me see. Go to this particular page and then to this link, and you will be able to get it in the price in your country. But what I know is that if you finish the modules, it's going to be free, and that's available around the world. So
Yeah. For my country, for Azerbaijan, it's roughly $80, and it's changing based on, I mean, according to the countries. And if you are MCT, it means that you can have either 50 or 75. For example, I have 75%. I mean discount. So
okay,
while I'm registering for the exams, I'm applying, I mean, this opportunity that has been given by Microsoft to me. So this is what people should consider while they are, I mean, registering for the exam. So if I'm not correct, you can, I mean, stop me and correct my mistake. Um, we know that DP-600 exam is different than PL-300, right? PL-300 is much more related to Power BI data analyst. I mean, something. I mean, it's people call this exam PL-300 like this. It's much more related to Power BI. But in DP um, 600, there are also some fields that actually more fields that are related to data engineering, right? So there's a question. If I'm data engineer, I can take DP-203 exam, which is about data engineering. So from this point of view, can I conclude that DP-600, it's a combination of DP-203, which is about data engineering, and PL-300, which is about Power BI. You got my question or not?
yes, I like your question, but I don't think it's a straightforward answer because the PL300 is in depth into Power BI, so it's a lot of options how you format this, how you do DAX, how you uh, visualizations, and the whole ETL process in more detail. I think that with the 600 is not going into that much detail. Yes, it has some areas, but it's more the how it is interacting with the other areas. It's not going into that much detail of the business analytics. And what I recommend for the person that has that question, if you can go and look at the outline, I think is some topics are common, but not every. I I personally don't think that is a combination of the two.
Yeah. And the one more question I have written in Zoom chat. You can read, or I can read it for you. It says that which other certifications are related to the fabric analytics engineer associate role? This is the third question.
So for this one, what I recommend is if you go to the poster that I was showing earlier. So let me go back. You can go into this particular poster, and then depending on the role and depending on the tower that you are interested, then you can go and take a look inside of each of them. I will say that probably for your question is maybe in the infrastructure tower. I'm guessing, but I will think that engineering will be in the left-hand side of the poster. And does not mean that you also need to know other from other topics, but I think that based on your question is somewhere in this quadrant.
Okay. Thank you. There are two more questions and we'll end our session. Actually, one is about languages. Uh, is these languages available only in English or there are other also languages?
I believe that is in other languages. Let me go back to the exam. The languages is in English, Chinese, simplified, French, German, Japanese, Portuguese, and Spanish.
Okay.
And
Yes.
also when you are creating your profile, you can also configure which is the language that you want to learn and test, and then you pick from the available ones. Also, when if you are learning in these other languages, make sure that when you are scheduling your test, if maybe not even when you're scheduling, make sure before you learn in other language, make sure that the test is available in this other language, because you want to learn with the concepts in the language that you're going to be testing. So I'm not sure if they already have the test in aligned with these languages. Is highly likely, but make sure that it's aligned.
In this area, in former Soviet Union area, people are interested in taking exams either in Turkish or in Russian also, but English is also widely, used language. But more people, for more people, Turkish is much more easier, or Russian. So this was the question was related to, for this point it was asked. And
Okay.
one more question. Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
go on,
And I,
please.
I, I don't see in the language Turkish or Russian. I don't
Yeah,
see it.
yeah,
So you will need
yeah.
to, and I want to add also, depending if you are working with a company that has businesses in other countries, make sure that what you are learning is it aligns to with what language are you going to work, because the terms change a lot from language to language. So you also need to prepare for where are you are going to be applying your skills, and make sure that you are learning aligned with where you are going to apply it.
Yeah. And one more question. It says that besides working with the public platform, what other experience is essential for this exam?
Okay. So for that, if you go to in this other page, give me 1 second here. Where is the outline? That's where it's telling you all the details of what are the topics that you need to prepare. So I'm going to that page. 1 second. And also what you were saying about the data engineer. So this particular test is classified for data analyst and data engineer, but the data analyst is the PL300, where the data engineer is the 600. Okay, but let me see. So here, if you go to the learning paths, uh, you can go into the, and then here you can see the C levels. It has all the details of the fabric and what is that you need to know. So it's recommending the data factory, lake houses, um, look at like Apache Spark. So it's telling you all the level of detail. So if you follow the syllable, is going to tell you. And then here is the Power BI, but if you see, it's more high level. It's not going into that deep detail, like if you're taking the PL300. And the other nice thing is if you are saving your your progress. If you start, let's say, with the PL300, and then you're interested into jumping into the 600, you will have pre-populated what you already studied, so you don't need to start from zero. So if you already cover some other units that are common, is going to show that you already finished.
Yes.
So yeah, I will say go to the syllables, and that's where you are going to get all the information, and in the exam page as well.
Great. Yeah. And users have also an opportunity to join challenges. Of course, if they have a Microsoft Learn account, they can join to challenges. And I think, and I'm also participating, there is a challenge related to DP-600 exam, which ends on
Okay.
April 19th. So there is still time, 16 days, if I'm not mistaken, roughly, more than 2 weeks. One can join, and also, if I'm not mistaken, we'll have an opportunity to take free this exam, right? Uh,
Correct. Yes,
yeah,
is the challenge, and the other one is if you complete all the learning path.
yeah.
Once that you
Last,
complete the learning path, make sure that you register with the same user ID that you are going to be taking the exam, and that way they can process your free voucher.
yeah. And one good point, while users have accounts, Microsoft account, is that Microsoft gives users to join laboratories, because whatever they are going to learn theoretically, they will have an opportunity to implement all the theoretical knowledge.
Mhm.
And also there is extreme labs, extreme laboratories. Laboratories, actually, it's for MCTs. So it means that they have huge, I mean, opportunities to implement all the theoretical knowledge. Last but not least, my last question is related to one point. I hope I have not forgotten my question. Okay, I remember. Yeah. Uh, Actually, you showed us that one before taking this exam can get practice questions from Microsoft. What are the other resources that you could recommend us to take exam questions?
Okay. Taking the exam questions, I will say the key ones is looking at the outline, the syllabus, making sure that you go over all the material. And then for practice, I will say if you can take the initiative and go into Kaggle and download data sets, and then you can start implementing data solutions. For that one, you will need your Microsoft user account, but maybe we can do for another session how people can start creating their own account and start practicing, because it's a software as a service type of solution. So we are talking about all the theory that you need to know, but I really feel that you need to do hands-on practice. And that will be for another session that we can walk people through how to do that. And the labs that are part of these sessions.
Great. And we strongly believe that this exam is not going to retire after 1 year, right? It will still exist, at least for 3 or 4 years, right?
That's what we are anticipating. Yes.
Yes. Thank you very much, Lucrecia. Yeah.
Thank you as well, and thank you for all the participants and for your questions. And please reach out, and if we are able to help, we are going to be really happy to help.
Thank you very much. I'm just going to end our live streaming on YouTube, but I kindly ask you to stay here for a while. Thank you.
Thank you.